In Wisconsin, every nematode that starts the season in May leaves behind more than 39,000 grandchildren by the end of the summer. Resistant varieties stop reproduction, and that's why they're so important in managing SCN. But by random chance, some nematodes are born able to break resistance, a trait they inherited and one they'll pass on to their offspring. Over time, with repeated exposure to resistant varieties, the numbers of resistance-breaking nematodes increase and formerly resistant varieties lose their yield advantage. This scenario is happening for varieties with PI 88788 in their pedigree, and while we may not be able to stop nematodes for overcoming PI 88788 resistance, farmers can use a science-based action plan to slow the process. Step 1 is to submit a sample for the SCN test, a test that reveals the number of nematodes in the soil sample. In Wisconsin, we're going the extra mile to do a second test from the same sample, the HG test. Each population has a lot of genetic diversity, so the purpose of the HG test is to profile that diversity with a single descriptor, the HG type. The HG test requires about 100,000 eggs. Very few samples have enough eggs to conduct an HG test, so we inoculate soybean and increase the nematodes for 3 to 6 generations, which takes months. Finally, 3 to 6 months after receiving the sample, there are enough eggs to conduct an HG test. Every lab follows the same standards for the HG test. Standard 1 is to grow the test population in pasteurized soil. We put the soil into pots containing a wick that we've cut from felt. Standard 2 is to use pre-germinated soybean seed. Each population of SCN is grown in a minimum of 24 pots. Before each seed is planted, we make a hole and add 2,500 SCN eggs. The root's positioned into the hole and then the seed is covered with moist vermiculite. Standard 3 is to grow the nematodes in soybeans under conditions that allow one generation of nematodes to develop in 30 days. We grow our nematodes in a growth chamber set to 28 degrees centigrade. Standard 4 is to harvest adult females from soybean roots. We do this by spraying the roots with a strong stream of water. After the roots are free from soil, we gently massage the root system for 1 minute. To catch the females, we filter the water over nested sieves. The top sieve catches root fragments, and the bottom sieve catches the female nematodes as well as some debris. We clean up the sample using a 2-step centrifugation process, and then we count the females. The HG type is determined by comparing the number of females on the resistant line to the number on the susceptible line. It's not possible to eliminate soybean cyst nematodes from a field, but they can be managed. Information about nematode populations, numbers, and the reproductive capacity on resistant varieties can help farmers make good decisions that keep their soybean crops healthy. If you'd like more information about the soybean cyst nematode, please check out the websites shown below.